Here's our test setup for the USB power control located right here. We have a SunAirPlus board from Switchstock Labs, which is generating the power for the USB. It goes from a solar cell and a battery pack in this case. It goes through the USB power control board into a cable that connects us up to the Raspberry Pi B Plus here. You notice the Raspberry Pi B Plus is off at the moment. We have a variable power supply in green here hooked up to the control input on the the USB power control. And now we're going to start turning that up and you'll see what happens. Okay, we are at 1 volt. We're moving up to 2 volts, and when we hit 3.9, we should see all sorts of lights start to come on. Okay, and we're now hitting 3.9, 3.8, and there you see the Raspberry Pi is now booting up. See the lights flickering there. You also see the blue light indicating that the USB power control is now supplying power. You can hook up this USB power control to virtually any kind of device at all that's powered by a USB plug. In this case, we're just hooking it up directly to a Raspberry Pi B Plus. And now we'll show you with the turning of the power down, but we're going to pause for a minute and come right back to you because we have to halt the Raspberry Pi. Now the Raspberry Pi B Plus is in a halt state. It's been halted by doing a sudo space halt on the command line. So it's sitting there, but it's still drawing quite a bit of current, about 100 milliamps it looks like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to reach over to the variable power supply again and start turning it down. It's currently at 4.2 volts, 3.7, 3.6, and there, 3.4. It turned off, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. So there you have it. That's USB power at work, turning off a Raspberry Pi coming from a solar powered control system.